after you.
The wizards are after you.
They said, really? He said, yeah, they wanted me to come capture you.
They wanted me to come capture you.
And Sophia said, really? He said, I'm not going to do it.
I'm not going to do it.
But I just wanted to warn you.
I wanted to warn you.
They'll probably have another couple of tricks
They probably have another
up their sleeves. And so the dragon sat down. Later on that day, Lady Tatum said, where is that dragon?
Where is that dragon?
He should have been back hours ago.
He should have been back hours ago.
Alex said, he probably turned on us. Tatum said, all right then, plan B.
All right, then, plan B.
And she mixed up a potion and stirred it and then stuck her finger in to taste it. She said, it's ready. So they scooped out a glass of potion and they headed over to the forest. Tatum said, come on. When they arrived, the water fairy said, what are you doing here?
What are you doing? And
Sir Alex stood over here so he could talk to them better. And he said, I'm here to give you a peace offering.
well done, giving a peace offering.
They said, really? He said, really? You must be thirsty. Have a drink of this cool water. And when they handed it off, the wizards ran back home as quickly as they could. First, Angie took a drink. Then Sophia took a drink. And then they handed it to the dragon, who was just about to take a drink when he noticed something weird about the bottle. He said, hey,
Hey,
this isn't water.
this is water.
This is a potion.
This is a potion.
He looked over at Angie and he said, what did it taste like?
What did it taste like?
She stood up, about to say something, took a deep breath, and nothing came out. She put her hands to her throat and shook her head. She couldn't talk. Then he looked at Sophia. He said, what did it taste like?
What did it taste like?
And as you can guess, the exact same thing happened. She stood up. She stood up and she took a deep breath, and nothing came out. And she couldn't talk either. They didn't know what to do. The dragon said, those wizards are at it again.
Those wizards are at it again.
He said, but don't worry, girls.
Don't worry.
Fairies.
Fairies.
We'll come up with a plan.
We'll come up with a plan.
So the three of them ran off into that part of the forest to form their plot. Oh, wow, it was magical. The potion stopped working for just a second. And then she went away. Well, the next day, it was time for the tournament to begin. The three brave knights again resumed their posts. They were a little sleepy. And Sir Colin said, I'm going to win. And Sir True said, no, it'll be me.
And now it'll be me.
Lady Parker said, I've got this in the bag.
I got this in the bag.
And so, it was time for the tournament to begin. Sir Colin stepped up to the post, and Lady Parker shouted, draw your bow!
Draw your bow!
He drew his bow. One more time, he drew his bow. He was like, not today. And so, Sir True stepped up to the post, and Lady Parker said, draw your bow!
Draw your bow!
He drew his bow, and he fired. He said, good shot! And then he sat down. And so did Sir Colin. And Lady Parker stepped up to the post, and she said, draw your bow!
Draw your bow!
And then she said, they turned around and said, uh-oh. The fairies and the dragon backed away. They knew what was coming next. They got out of the way. Because the knights were running up. They were furious. They said, hey, you're not knights. You're not allowed to compete. Tatum said, I know we're not knights, but we really wanted to. Well, the knights decided to have a conference. They huddled together. And so they opened up the conference again, and Parker said, okay, we made a decision. True said, we're going to change the rules. Really? For us? Yes, for you. Everyone can compete. Knights and wizards alike. Yes. So the fairies were really, really excited to join the tournament. And at that moment, of course, we had another friend run up. And everybody shouted, dragons too! And they all